Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at A Christmas Carol. Now we did do a prediction video on this. So the possible questions that may come up is the following. How does Dickens present the importance of guilt, regret in helping Scrooge change his ways? Now for you to look at this question in further detail, you want to look at Stave 4, where you have the ghost of Christmas yet to come reveals Scrooge's grave to him. The second one is how does Dickens present the importance of kindness in society? So here you'd want to look at Stave 5, where Scrooge is full of joy and praises a young boy as he sends him to buy a prize turkey for the Cratchit family. And the third and final question is how does Dickens present the importance of family? And here you should be looking at Stave 4, where the Cratchit family grieved the loss of Tiny Tim. Now these are our predictions for the upcoming GCSE English Literature 2023 exams. Now, will they come up? Again, nothing is guaranteed, but then we have a possibility that these may come up. So I would say it's a great idea to practice these questions, as there is a possibility for one of these to come up. So the three we've highlighted here, again, these are questions that you should be practicing in preparation for your exams. So the question I want to explore in further detail is in fact the first one. So the first question, or the first predicted question, is how does Dickens present the importance of guilt, regret in helping Scrooge change his ways? So the theme of regret and guilt. So regret is presented throughout, and we clearly see it throughout Stave 1, Stave 2, all the way to Stave 5 as well. So regret in terms of the play, in terms of the novel, regret is seen as being pivotal in Scrooge's transformation. And this is what actually causes him to change. Scrooge's transformation is influenced by regret. And the three ghosts, they illustrate Scrooge's past actions. And that in his eyes is definitely an eye-opener. And to be honest, this is a great eye-opener for him. And as a result, it motivates him to change. He realizes, he acknowledges all the past actions and past events, and he takes this as motivation to change. In terms of what the writer is suggesting here, so Dickens uses regret to transition the plot to the end, where Scrooge's transformation occurs. And regret, often when we think about regret, you think of the negative emotions, but here is in fact, which is quite interesting, it's being used to begin a positive transformation. So of course this is referring to Scrooge. And a common question that students would ask themselves is, what causes Scrooge to change? And if you follow the chart here, it's regret. In simple terms, it's regret that causes him to change. And an example of that, if we scroll further, is Waite states, leave me, take me back, haunt me no longer. And that in itself is a reference taken to his past fiancée, Belle. And this short sentence illustrates his frustration and even fear. So that in itself is showing you that he is fearful and is acknowledging what has happened. So these are some important points for you to consider in your essay. And what happens towards the end? We see Scrooge's transformation. He is philanthropic and is altruistic. So altruistic meaning he becomes selfless, okay? He does become selfless, which is quite interesting because throughout we do acknowledge how he's seen as being self-centered and selfish. So we clearly see this disparity and this transition. And to support that, we've got a quotation here, which reads, I am as light as a feather, I am as happy as an angel, I'm quite a baby. So within that quote, you have an example of anaphora. So I am and I am. So the anaphora is illustrating his excitement at feeling different. And what is anaphora, some of you may be asking? It's when you repeat a particular phrase or group of words throughout the text. So clearly here I am is being used as anaphora. And as students sitting the exam, you need to ask yourself, why does Dickens do this? Okay, so you need to look at the deeper message and explore that in your essays. In simple terms, it could represent what Dickens felt was the real Christianity. It shows how people have the ability to change, and we all make mistakes. You and I, we all make mistakes, but it shows that you could be the worst of the worst, but you have that opportunity to change. You can change your ways for the better. Some people, maybe they can change within a few weeks, within a few months, but others it could take decades. So that is essentially what Dickens is trying to portray. So regret is presented throughout, and perhaps Dickens is suggesting we are able to use it and create actions to change our ways. And I hope this has given everyone a better understanding of the theme of regret in A Christmas Carol. Please subscribe, like and share, as we are creating more revision videos for your upcoming English literature exams, and also a predicted video for GCSE English Language. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section below, and we can create videos in preparation for your exams. Now, just to wrap up this video, I did want to go over some top tips. So as you are sitting this exam on Wednesday, one top tip I will reiterate is the importance of knowing the assessment objectives. So what do I mean by that? It's basically knowing the criteria and knowing what the examiners are looking for. So for example, you've got AO1, which is referring to quotes and having a relevant point. AO2 is your language, your structure and form, and exploring the effect of it. That's what is a huge significant part of assessment objective 2 is the effect. So you need to look at the impact of using language, structure and form. AO3 is context, so you need to look at the background information, the norms at the time, society's expectations, and also if there's any hidden messages and any alternative interpretations. That's if it's there. Don't force it, but if it's there, that's something that can get you the top marks. And in terms of time management, be cautious, okay, because you are under time conditions, so you need to pace yourself. Do not rush, but just make sure you pace yourself as you write your answers, and always expand upon your analysis. That's where you get your top marks for your literature essays. And best of luck to all students sitting their exams. Be confident and go in there and smash your exams. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share for more education related videos.